I think sauce and cheese need to be measured with your heart, not a scale. It's saucy, it's cheesy. I made a cinnamon roll. It actually smells like frosting. What the heck? Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is so exciting because we are testing not one, but two viral Hailey Bieber recipes. Now, if you're not a Hailey Bieber fan, don't leave just yet, okay? Don't leave. Today's recipes are a high protein pizza crust recipe, like a high protein pizza recipe, and a high protein cinnamon roll recipe. Okay, I saw Mindy Kaling testing this recipe out and she said it was really good, so I'm actually following her recipe. She doubled it, so I'm actually doubling it because me and Liv are gonna have pizzas for lunch. And then, of course, I'm like searching for recipes, and because I saw something about Hailey Bieber, another one popped up about cinnamon rolls, and I was like, yes, please. I would love to taste a healthier version of a cinnamon roll because in the past, your girl was a big cinnamon roll girly, but I haven't eaten sweets in a really long time. And so I'm so excited to try something new. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Charlene Town and I share healthy habits and recipes. I'm a mama going through perimenopause right now. I have shared my hair journey with you, a 45-pound weight loss journey postpartum with you guys. I've shared chronic pain and chronic illness with you guys here on the channel. And so if you are looking for any and all of the real life things rooted in self-love and finding a community of like-minded women, then you made it to the right place. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's jump right into this video. Oh my goodness, you guys. I am so excited for today's video. I am like really into testing recipes right now, and I just made myself a delicious, I don't know, it's not technically a latte. There is coconut milk in here. I just don't do a ton of coconut milk, but it's a caramel espresso drink. It's delicious, but it's not quite where I want it to be. I'm thinking about making like a coconut cream vanilla, like cold foam, or like a whipped cream that we could put on top and mix in and have the caramel on the bottom. I think it might be really pretty. I just don't want it to get too sweet. It's a little bit sweet for me right now. So I'm excited. This is like a caramel sauce made with espresso and dates. It's actually quite divine. I might freeze some and make them like little hard candies, but I'll let you know how that goes. Okay, so let's grab our ingredients and we're gonna start with pizza, and then we're gonna make the cinnamon rolls. So let's get our pizza ingredients. All right, guys, I've got all of my ingredients together. I'm gonna start with just a bowl. So the base of our recipe is a ½ cup of cottage cheese. This is low-fat cottage cheese. I'm just now dipping my toes in all of the cottage cheese recipes. I feel like all of the fitness people are all about the cottage cheese. But I just started eating dairy again, so now I get to taste test them all, and I'll let you know which ones are good and which ones are not. So, ½ cup of egg whites. Next up is 2/3 cup of your all-purpose flour. I'm going in with a gluten-free all-purpose flour. This is the cup for cup. I absolutely love this flour. I've been baking with this flour for years. I use it in my Christmas sugar cookies and nobody can tell the difference. It's so delicious. Next is 3 tablespoons of coconut flour, 2 teaspoons baking powder. And again, I'm doubling this recipe, so you can always cut it in half if you want a single serve. ½ a teaspoon salt. I'm using pink Himalayan sea salt. 1 tablespoon grated parmesan. 2 teaspoons dried oregano, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, and then the last ingredient on the recipe is 1 teaspoon of red chili pepper flakes. However, my daughter's gonna be eating this, and so she won't eat that. So I'm gonna skip the red chili pepper flakes, but you can add it if you want to, and then just mix it all together. I'm actually really surprised how easy that all came together and how it all mixed together. I'm really excited about that. Okay, so now all we have to do is line a baking sheet and press it out into our pizza shape. I've got my baking tray. It says to make a thin pizza crust. So I'm gonna zoom you in and we'll make it together. All right, it's totally lopsided in my pan, but we're gonna roll with it. So this is our pizza crust. It's gonna go in for 10 to 12 minutes. And then you're supposed to put your ingredients, like your toppings and stuff on it. But Mindy says it takes a little bit longer. So let's start with 10 minutes and I'll let you know. Okay, so our pizza crust just came out of the oven. I cooked it for about like 15 minutes, I'd say. Maybe a little bit longer. And it says you gotta lift it up and then put your ingredients on, your toppings on. So let's do that. It smells really good. All right, you guys, I thought we had pineapple. We were gonna do a ham and pineapple, like Hawaiian style pizza. We don't have pineapple. So I think we're just gonna do a cheese pizza today and see how it goes. I'm really excited about it. We have some leftover, Rouse is our favorite pizza sauce that we use on our Friday night date night pizza. So I'm gonna do the regular pizza sauce first and see if we have enough. This is Liv's favorite. I like a lot of sauce, personally. I think sauce and cheese need to be measured with your heart, not a scale. However, if you're keeping track of calories, you can definitely do that. And I will post the actual measurements of how much they say to use in the description box down below. All right, so that one's the not spicy pizza sauce, the pizza arrabbiata. It just has red pepper flakes and stuff in it. It's a little bit spicy. I don't mind that, but Liv does not. Okay, and then cheese. Again, go with your heart. All right, you guys, that's all we're putting on our pizza today. We're gonna pop it back in the oven for another, I think, 10 or 15 minutes. So let's put it back in. She smells so good. We're gonna let it cool a little bit and then we'll cut it and we'll do a taste test. And I'll bring Liv in because she really wants to taste it too. All right, you guys, we are back. We got Liv here, our taste tester for our pizza. Okay, ready? Cheers. Taking the cheesy one. Actually really good. Well, this is so good. I'm gonna save this pizza recipe for Friday night date nights because it was so quick, so easy. It's super flavorful. You can't taste the cottage cheese at all. It's got like just enough squish to it. You could make it even thinner if you like a really thin crust. I like something that has a little bit of a bounce. You could also cook your crust a little bit longer if you want it to be a little bit more crispy, like a thin, crispy crust. This is perfect for me. It's got like a nice light brown on the bottom. It's saucy, it's cheesy. It's very good. Get a little bit more protein, a little bit healthier for you. I really like that. I wonder if I could save it. Like make some pizza dough and keep it in the freezer, because that would make Friday night date nights so much easier. Let's start making recipe number 2, which is Hailey Bieber cinnamon rolls. I'm so excited. So we're gonna start with 1 1/4 cup of low-fat cottage cheese. We're just gonna put it directly into our blender. We're really coming in hot with the cottage cheese recipes today, so hope you like it. All right, it says 1 teaspoon of vanilla, but I'm gonna do 2 because I'm a skeptic and I like vanilla. Because you're also using this as the frosting. So we're going rogue already. It's just the beginning of the recipe too. Our pizza dough is smelling really good. I'm excited. And then 2 tablespoons of pure maple syrup. I also like adding extra vanilla just because it's an easy way to add an extra little bit of sweetness without the sugar. Now we're gonna blend this together and then I'm gonna check our pizza dough. All right, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little hesitant about this cottage cheese. It actually smells like frosting. What the heck? So it says to save 2 to 4 tablespoons of this for the frosting. I'm definitely gonna do 4 because I'm a frosting girl. That's my favorite part. All right, so 1 3/4 cup flour. 2½ teaspoons baking powder. And that's it for the flour ingredient. So we're gonna mix our dry ingredients. Let's put this delicious smelling cottage cheese in here. Currently, it's very dry, so I'm going to try to like knead it together with my hands. Maybe the warmth of my hands will bring it together. Instead of using more flour on the cutting board and making them even more flour tasting, I just put a little bit of powdered sugar on my cutting board to roll out. I use this trick when I make my rolled sugar cookies. This I feel like is not nearly, it's too dry to me. Maybe I saved too much. It said save 2 to 4 tablespoons. Use a pie making trick, wet hands. Okay, we're back. We're getting to that really bright time of day, so excuse me. Okay, so I'm gonna use an old pie making trick. So my dough is really dry and it's not coming together. So I'm gonna just start really slowly adding like ½ tablespoon of cold water at a time to see if I can get the dough to kind of come together. I'm actually gonna just start with a tablespoon because I'm wondering if it's like 2 tablespoons of liquid since I kept all 4 tablespoons out because I want a lot of frosting. Okay, let's do one more. So I don't want to change the taste of it. I just want it to come together. That's getting better. Okay, that's so much better. I'm gonna do one more. So 3 tablespoons of cold water. Oh, that's so much better. Okay. I feel like the dough is coming together now, whereas before it was so dry. Okay, now we have our cutting board with powdered sugar on it. So much better. Okay, ready? We're just gonna do a little dusting of the powdered sugar again and then roll it out. So let's just sprinkle a little bit more out so we can roll it out. This way it doesn't stick. Oh, that was gross sounding, sorry. All right, so we got it all rolled out. Now we just need to make our cinnamon sugar filling. So we need 3 tablespoons cinnamon. Half. 1. Half. 2. Half. 3. Okay, and then a 1/3 cup brown sugar. Again, I'm gonna use coconut sugar. It's lower on the glycemic index and I like cooking with it, but you can use brown sugar if you like. We're just gonna mix that together. Get the little lumpy chunkies out of there. Then it says to take 1 to 2 tablespoons of coconut oil and spread it over the dough. Okay, so we're gonna put our coconut oil on. This is what's gonna make it sticky and kind of gooey on the inside. Then we just add our cinnamon sugar filling on top. This looks like a lot. Moment of truth, guys. Let's see. Will they roll? They're a little sticky. It actually went a lot better than I had anticipated, so there you go. Okay, so let's cut these and then we'll put them in a pretty dish. I think this one? Okay, then we're just gonna pop them in our place baking dish. I love these guys. They're so non-stick, it's so wonderful. Look at her. I made a cinnamon roll. Okay, and then we're gonna pop those in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 to 20 minutes. All right, you guys, so all we have left is to make our little frosting topper. These are feeling, I don't know, they're not as like ooey gooey as I thought they would be. Okay, so we've got our leftover mixture from the wet ingredients. So we're just gonna take 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar, and we'll mix it in with our glaze. Okay, so I've decided I'm gonna transfer them to a storage dish. All right, we'll do another taste test with Liv later, but I'm just gonna take one of these little guys. We'll give it a little taste test now. I'm a little, you know, I'm not sure about this frosting. It smells really good, but I know what's in it. Liv heard cinnamon rolls and came running. They're a little doughy. I don't like the dough mixture. I think I might play with the dough mixture. I think the dough itself needs a little bit more, like maybe some vanilla. I don't know, it's just very like bready. It's not like a soft, squishy cinnamon roll. It's not too bad. We just need to try again. Maybe I cooked it too long. The pizza was really great. I think that this could use a little bit of work. Maybe I did something wrong. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, it would mean the world to me if you gave this video a thumbs up and subscribe because it really supports my channel. I will leave both recipes linked in the description box down below for you. You guys can try them out. If you guys have tried these recipes, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to come back next week. I post new videos every Thursday. I love you. See you then. Bye.